all that young game, young kid stuff. Few good things.
Come on.
Saba.
Do y'all see this shirt though?
Biggest Saba
Get some
fan.
applause for that one.
Y'all don't know what this means to Saba stands. Yeah. This I actually saw quite a few people not like the album.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy. I've heard a lot of like the old.
My bad.
A lot of the old.
That's a late round of applause. He deserves a round of applause.
I heard a lot of the
Who
old.
didn't like this?
Well, I'm looking at a bunch of like YouTube reaction videos and comments and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like this, and even like Twitter comments, and they're like a bunch of people that have been with Saba since like Bucket List said. I saw a bunch of nonsense. Not gonna lie, they were just saying like it didn't sound like he was trying. I saw some he's trying to sound like Kendrick and Cole. I saw some this doesn't sound like Care For Me. And honestly, if you were expecting this to sound like Care For Me, that's really your own fault, because he said multiple times that wasn't gonna happen. Plus, why would you want another Care For Me?
He's not in the same place.
He's not at all. This is literally the pretty much not the opposite, but this is definitely on the rise from where Care For Me was. Like, I don't know why you would go into the album expecting another Care For Me.
That's what I noticed. Like, it's a lot more upbeat, uplifting, just kind of like in a different place, in a headspace, and definitely in a different. He was definitely in a. You can tell he's definitely in a different place when he was making this record, which like we've talked about in the past, you're gonna be in different spots in your life, and your music's gonna reflect that.
Yep.
So again, what you're saying, like, why would they want the same Care For Me when
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he's on a different path now.
Yeah.
Right.
But go ahead.
Man, I mean, you could really just tell off the bat, like you said, with the upbeat stuff, with the beats. You don't even have to hear the lyrics. I mean, obviously the lyrics are him in a different mind space. They're so much different than Care For Me. So much more upbeat, so much more guitars or string instruments in there. It's just a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
And then even the cover is different. Like, the Care For Me's cover is real dark, and he's like just isolated.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to the cover on A Few Good Things. It's light. It's
Flowers.
Flowers.
His grandpa.
It's different, bro.
It's just a bright picture compared to the. Even if he's not all the way healed, he's still on the path.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
Bro, I'm tired of people like wanting the same music from these rappers, bro.
Me too.
Let them like just get in their creative bag and come out with stuff they feel like is good.
Yeah.
Because your ass can make better music than so sit the fuck down and listen to the record.
Bro, thank you. Because honestly, I'm gonna say it, bro. This is his best album. I'm gonna go there. This is his best album, and Care For Me was really good.
I disagree. But that's not a bad disagree, because Care For Me to me is a 10 out of 10 album.
Can I start the opening? What I wrote, it's like you're coming over a hill on a sunrise. That's what I felt, and just like it's like the sun's rising. The sun's rising. That's what I felt from the beginning. It's
beautiful, bro.
It's beautiful, melodic.
This album is beautiful.
It's just something that you would like kind of just feel like you're kind of like just gravitating toward.
I can't lie. It felt a little cinematic-ish.
That's what I was
It's
saying.
like a movie.
He made a short film.
Yeah.
It's like imagine.
It's like the sun is rising, and you're like it's a new beginning. That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
The opening song.
Mm-hmm. So I watched. I watched. He had like an interview with NPR desk. With NPR Tiny Desk. Yeah, those people. And I was just like listening to what he was saying, and I saw like that tweet he put out of the notes and like how to take in the album, what not to do, don't listen to it, don't compare, blah, 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 this and that. And just like a few themes from the album. The main thing was, especially that I picked up, the full spectrum of Black emotion and Black experience. That was definitely very prevalent throughout the album. Generational wealth, loss, whether that's with loved ones or just any type of loss, growth, especially growth, and learning how to live with a few good things, which is where the album name comes from. But just like Bobby was saying, that is one of my favorite intros, I think, of all time, in my opinion. The instrumentation on the whole album was incredible. His choruses were incredible. The rapping was incredible. And how he starts it, he says, "It's been a while since nights we saw you under the viaduct If it's fire, run, run. To everybody that looks like us, who fam don't talk when they tired, there's more that meets your eyelids. So, pretty much, I know it's constant in black families, right? That it's hard to speak on emotion and how you feel. So a lot of that stuff we keep to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, that the line where he says, to everybody that looks like us, whose fam don't talk when they're tired, there's more than what meets the eyelids. So there's more beneath what you're seeing. Somebody could be looking like they're okay. Hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. No, inside they're hurting, really. So it's a beautiful, beautiful intro. And he also mentions they wished upon a star. I caught it like I'm Randy Moss. So he, looking at himself like as not the savior, but he's the one that brought his family up. They wished upon a star, and I went there, I caught it, and now I'm helping out the fam. So
that's one of my favorite lines on there.
The chosen one.
It's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful intro.
And also, another theme I saw very prevalent. There's a pressure of becoming a star and becoming and making money, but there's also a pressure of maintaining it, and that's like on Fearmonger. He rhymes about, that's a fear. Everybody has a fear of going broke when they have it. So that fear follows you around. And that was just very prevalent to me. And he made it out. It's just that fear of not wanting to go back. And that was a big theme to me. I feel like a lot of artists, even they flaunt it, they got it. A lot of them feel that type of way. Mm-hmm. Just like that fear. And that's what he's saying. That fearmonger. That fearmonger is that pressure. Yeah. The pressure was very prevalent in this track too. My favorite record on here was probably 2012. That's probably I gave that a 10 out of 10.
Me too.
Those honestly, last three songs,
10 out of 10.
The last three songs on here, the 2012, Make Believe, and then Few Good Things, made this the album of the year so far. To me, those are just probably some of the best songs that I've heard. I wouldn't go so far to say it from everybody, but just some of my favorite songs I've heard so far. Just he kind of just hit a home run on all those. But one of my favorite lines on there is, all these bodies dropping the same blocks we used to play tag for some old shit. They wanted some payback, so now we escape it all in the booth with the playback. So that goes on another tangent of two Chicagos. He said there's two Chicagos. There's
the two cities of Chicago. The two tales?
A tale of two Chicagos.
Yeah, a tale of two Chicagos.
Which he talked about in the first track. Mm-hmm. And it goes back to that kind of the idolization of just trying to, make it out the streets and switch to something else. And that's what it kind of related to me, even though obviously I'm not a rapper or nothing, but I love that part that he put in there. But also,
it's
Saba's, listen, bro. That's what's crazy is Saba, even though, you guys are bringing up the lyrics and everything, bro, the production on this,
bro,
his ability to really just
his imagery is crazy.
To mesh with those wavy beats, bro, is something different, bro.
It is.
It's just, there's something to be said about those rappers that can come out with very intense lyrics while still being able to mesh really well with the beat. It's something about it, bro. Especially, I really like that second song, One Way or Every N-Word with a Budget.
Yeah.
It's just a wavy beat, bro, and it really comes in hot.
That's probably a song that I would skip on the record. That's probably my least favorite song.
Skip?
Yeah. I wouldn't skip it, but it's probably one that I won't go back to.
I think
I went back to it like 3 or 4 times now.
There's a lot of funky bass.
It's a skateboard song.
Yeah, there's a lot of funky bass lines on this, which I really like. Just that there's something about that one that was kind of it's cool, but it's probably the one that my least favorite song on there.
Really?
I think it's my second least, but that's because I enjoy every song.
What's your first? What's your first favorite?
First, least favorite. Stop that.
Really? I think that was probably one of his best lyrical songs. If you go back and look at it,
I've heard the album at this point. I think 10 plus times. Not even joking.
I've heard it a couple times. What about?
Probably
What do y'all think about Soldier? That was one of my favorites.
Look, shout out Joseph Chilliams. He absolutely. First of all, the beat on Soldier,
bro's crazy.
is absolutely amazing.
The production on
It's
this whole
amazing.
album, bro.
Let me go back to.
amazing.
I'm sorry. Let me go back to this. This stop that. This is what this was hard to me. He said, "Shit is all ours. Life like a captain would say. Treasure map is a trap, and this rap is a raft till you back on the Ave. It's a matter of fact." That's
It's gas. It is gas.
bro.
There's so many good lyrics.
Yeah, but
in
this
whole
that's
album, though,
I
bro.
thought that song was probably one of his most strong in terms of rhyme. In terms of being a rhyme.
I'm not. There's a. So I have a.
And, you know,
I have a
it's probably because it's a drill beat. That's probably why it's not. It's different from his other beats. It's not as like instrument based. It's more
It's
Chicago
pretty
drill.
plain.
Yeah, that's why I can see people don't like it. But
bro, there's a lot of songs. So if we, I know we're kind of hopping around here, but if we go back to Fearmonger, right? I saw a lot of people not liking this song too on social media and stuff, and they said, what I noticed is like, a lot of people don't like the funkiness in the album.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fun. Yeah,
Because
that
Kendrick dropped
funky
Untitled
song.
Unmastered, people didn't like it. Kendrick dropped T-Pab, people were like, I don't like the instrument, the jazz. And then Fearmonger comes out, and I noticed people were like, the sound. But I love that stuff. And so a couple lyrics on this track, he says, insecurity hurts the same way jewelry works. So if you're paying to flex, pay your security first. No point for paying for whips to ride a funeral hearse. That line, those lines are incredible. He's talking about, so no point in paying for whips to ride a funeral hearse. At the end of the day, once you pass away, you're going to be in a hearse. You're going to ride a funeral hearse. So what exactly are you doing with your money? The smart way, you know? And those lines are like, they really, really hit. And then he says, would my fans leave if I can't put asses in seats? If I log out or lack a retweet. Sorry. But that goes back to a song on Care For Me that's called Log Out, which is one of my favorite songs by him, where he says, if you press log out, you get forgotten. What's a post but a reminder just how boring our lives are. So Fearmonger. Something as simple as not being active on social media. He's scared will I be forgotten?
You're gonna be
what do my
irrelevant.
fans think of me?
Irrelevant.
Yeah, like irrelevant. So Fearmonger in itself is just amazing.
It
That's an
follows-
amazing
I mean,
track.
it follows everybody. Fearmonger.
Yeah, 100%. That's an amazing track.
Song's growing on me for sure.
Fire. Come My Way.
I mean,
Fire
listen,
instrumentals
you're-
as well. Amazing. Mindset of once we get money, we'll be good. But in the interview, he also said that was a terrible mindset, and it actually hurt him detrimentally.
Yeah.
Because people think people don't have money. Then once I get money,
It's gonna fill everything.
everything's
It's gonna
gonna be
fill
okay.
the void.
But once you get that money, more problems.
Hey,
So
And yeah,
it's tough.
because you have more responsibilities and more people on your back. Like he said,
Exactly,
he said every person I know is he's basically feeding like 10 more. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And I don't know which track that was, but that was a big thing that stuck with me too.
Yeah. Still, I knew it. As soon as I saw the track list, Saba, Smino,
oh man, I forgot
Black?
about that.
that combo, all it needed was Jid, and that would have been the best song of all time.
I have an unpopular opinion on this. I think Smino carried this one.
Carried.
Yeah. I don't like the beat on
Really?
this. The beat was a little underwhelming for me. I give this one a 6 out of 10 on this one.
Jesus have mercy. That's crazy.
6 out of 10. This isn't even the worst song.
The beat
Oh my
the beat was real underwhelming for me. I feel like they could have hopped on something a little bit more like lush.
That was perfect for them three. That
I
was
feel like-
I don't
literally.
know. I don't know.
Do you listen to Smino a lot?
Yes, I listen to Smino. a lot.
Bro, that's literally their bag. That's
I don't
all
know.
three of their
I
bags.
thought Smino definitely carried at the one of the last verse he had. The last verse
say that.
was him.
I thought they all did their part. Honestly,
Me
yeah.
too.
Is it okay? Hold
Carrie-
up.
so
Is
that-
it 6 lack or is it black?
It's black.
Come on.
6 lack.
That's got to be racist.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
his
get that
name
one.
is
I get
Six
that
Lack.
one a 6 though, but
No.
That's just my
6 out
opinion.
of 10. That's bad. That means the song's bad.
That's just the first thing.
But he said that's not even the worst song on the album, too. So that means he probably gave the other one like a 5 or 4 or something.
No, the other one was what was that? What did I say?
That was the second song.
What was bad about their verses?
I don't know. It was just kind of like, I wouldn't say boring. It was just it didn't hit me like the other songs did. Like it didn't hit me.
That first of all,
Like, I feel like the black was kind of on the hook, right? The chorus,
the hook
it was
was
cool. It was cool, but just I don't know, the beat on there was just kind of underwhelming to me.
I love the beat. Obviously, I said that. But the message in the song itself. So being stuck and focused on the present in life, and also focusing on moving on from what's in front of you to bigger things. Which is why, if you count how many times they said "still" in the song, they're obviously trying to emphasize still. Obviously, like mentally still, physically still, emotionally still, but still not trying to be stuck in. Okay, dang, what do I got now? What am I doing now? It's still, I'm physically still. I'm stuck in this place, but we got to get up. We got to move. We got to go on with whatever we're doing. And they mentioned, past experiences and present experiences, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Man, I don't know. I thought it was fire,
bro. There wasn't a song on there that I didn't like the production to. Honestly,
the production is amazing.
I thought it was really well.
Pivot Gang is tough for sure. Pivot Gang's tough.
They got something going, bro.
They do.
And he's 3 for 3 now.
He is 3 for 3.
Those last 3 songs were crazy though. Not even mentioning Black Thought, but let's
look.
What else?
What's up?
What else we got to say about this one?
Look, man. You go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, like I said, bro, I think it's his best album. I think it is better than Care For Me.
Is this your album of the year so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's my album of the year so far. I really like the message he was sending as far as, Brian already said it. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, yeah. I mean, it's one of his best, bro.
I got more to say.
What do you got to say?
Cut me off? This is
that wasn't me.
No, I'm playing. This is my album of the year. Top everything. Every part of the album, I think. I'll say a couple more things. Okay. And then we'll move on.
Okay.
They're trying to stop the shine.
Listen, I liked it too, bro. Like I said, I think it's one of his best. I think it is his best.
Yeah.
You didn't even say that. So
that's because Care For Me. You act like
Bro.
Care For Me was just Care For Me? Yeah,
Care
you're
For Me
crazy. No, Care For Me. People say Care For Me is a classic.
It is. It definitely is.
But
it's a check your tone certified classic for sure.
Look,
this
man.
might be a classic too.
I don't want to compare. He said not to compare. Saba,
My bad.
So,
My bad, Saba.
let's go back to 2012. Okay, he said it was like 10 out of 10 earlier. I think it's a 10. His songwriting is gonna go way under the radar, in my opinion.
Kind of like a Wet Dreams without the sex.
It is. So just moments of just being an everyday kid in Chicago. What that's like growing up. Memories about spending money on his girl's chips.
He's broke.
But that's the only money he had.
Yeah,
but he used it on his
yeah.
We
had everything.
What he does excellently is put you in his place, or put you back in your memory's place. Like his imagery and the way he uses words is very, very precise and effective, I'll say. But he says at the end, I had everything I needed, everything, because I had everyone I needed, right? And so that pretty much symbolizes the album in itself. Few good things. I had everything I needed way back. Not even talking about now when he has the money, everything. He can do anything that he wants with his money. But when he was a kid, all he had was a few good things. But that was everything he needed.
Because he didn't know any better though.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That adolescence is different for sure.
Yeah. I figured out I'm a sucker for guitar and drum patterns. 2012.
But that was his whole album.
Flawless.
There's a lot more. I feel like he didn't have that in his previous albums as much.
Nah.
There wasn't as much guitar.
Nah, there wasn't.
In his Care For Me and stuff.
Nah. It's amazing. But few good things. Okay, I really want to touch on this track. Bad things come in threes, good things come in few. It's fire. Number one, it's fire. I know it's kind of a saying. Well, at least bad things come in threes is a saying. But he simply means that good things come in small aspects of your life. When you have maybe a few friends that are ride or die instead of 10 friends that are so or so. Those are the few good things. Or having too much money or too many, I guess, women in your life, stuff like that. You realize the worth of good things when it's in few and not abundance, when you have lots of them. So that was amazing. Songwriting's amazing. And then Black Thought came
Black Thought's crazy.
This is why he's in my top 10 all time.
And sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, and he didn't get washed either.
No, of course not. Black Thought getting washed?
No. Saba didn't get washed either.
Saba. No, he didn't. 100% not. Or he did not 100%. So the way Black Thought uses words. So this is crazy to me. I don't know. This is crazy. He said, it's smooth the way she dip into her mental capoeira when she's staring into your soul and you trying not to let her. Now and then you might get a word, if not an operetta, when she take it upon herself to drop a acapella about different rules. The way he uses words is absolutely crazy. He's talking about his mom, and just how, as I mentioned in here, when she's staring into your soul and you try not to let her, you don't want to open up to your mom sometimes. Sometimes you try to keep things to yourself. But he says when she dips into her mental capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial arts dance type of thing. And then says, now and then you might get a word, if not an operetta, which is, an operetta is kind of like a song. It's kind of like an opera, but I think more like song romantic-esque. But he's just saying how sometimes you try to keep stuff in, but that experience with his mother, and how she was able to sway him into, I want to say, opening up, maybe, about how he's feeling, or just the love his mother had for him. The whole verse was amazing, though. Shout out to Black Thought. He's a MC. Like, Black Thought is a pure MC.
He's an
one
MC.
Of the greatest.
He's not a rapper. He's an MC.
One of the greatest.
A spit
for sure.
Talker for sure.
But
you want to give a rating on the album? No. You got to just. You want to give a rating on it?
Should we?
I don't want to give a rating.
No.
Yeah, I think it's too early.
I gotta sit a little. I have one in my head, but
we can go ahead and do a whole dissection on this record.
We need to wait on that.
Yeah. That's how good this is, but we're not gonna do that for you right now on this episode.
Saba's 3 for 3. If you haven't listened to Bucket List, go listen to Bucket List. If you haven't listened to Care for Me, it's a classic. Listen to a few good things. Do yourself a favor.
This is a spring record though.
There's a lot of people who don't know about Saba.
There's a lot.
I was just texting some people.
For real?
They didn't know Saba, bro.
My friends, the reaction for the album was crazy. My friend texted me talking about, yo, this is beautiful. If you're using the word beautiful for a hip-hop rap album, this album was like a dialogue. It was speaking to me. Which... It's amazing. Shout out Saba.
It's paving his way. It's an album of the year contender for sure.
It's my album of the year, 100% so far.
100%?
Yeah.
Oh, he said
so far.
I thought it was cemented. Okay,
yeah,
he said so far.
Keep your,
he said so far. Wide open. He said so far.
Yeah. Wait, what's the difference though?
Because cemented means nothing could be.
Yeah. You're saying that whatever comes out after this doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, how would I know if I said this is my album of the year?
You said so far. You said so far after.
Yeah.
Either way, come on.
It's cemented.
But if I said this is my album of the year, right now that'd be the same if I said this is my album of the year so far.
No. You came at it with a little energy, like it was like, I don't care what comes out.
Yeah, that's what it
This is album of the year.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Hey, what do you see? Hey, okay.
Oh, this is Kendrick or Frank.
What about,
Cole's not dropping.
Kanye? Drake?
We'll see.
Not playing.
We'll see.
What we got